Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I'm MrFonrath, and today I'm going to open a door and step into a world that I have been avoiding for a very long time. I'm sure as anime fans, we all have our list, the unwatched shows list. And for me, someone who has watched a lot of anime, I have had this show called Monster on my list for a very long time. For a lot of people, this is their favorite show of all time, and that's saying something, or at least I would hope so. This is like a mystery, thriller, crime, murder mystery, that type of thing. So it seems like it's right up my alley. It is a little bit older now, but I think it will still kind of hold up even today. So one day I was just sitting there thinking to myself, I'm never gonna watch this show, or at least not on my own. At least this way, I'm gonna start going through my list of anime that I have never gotten to. And Monster, well, Monster was kind of always on that list, and I just never got around to it. It's like 70-something episodes, so it's gonna be a pretty long ride, but I'm sure it will be worth it. At least I hope so. I'm not gonna lie, I really need some good anime right now. I'm also actually gonna react to Oshinoko as well. Point is, I'm just really tired of the modern anime style, I guess. Like, they don't really tell any deep stories, and I'm more of a serious story type of guy. Monster, Episode 1. Let's go. And I saw a beast rising out of the sea, having 10 horns and 7 heads, and on its horns were 10 diadems, and on its heads were blasphemous names. And the dragon gave it his power and his throne and great authority. They worshipped the dragon. He had given authority to the beast. They worshipped the beast, saying who is like the beast and who can fight against it. Blah blah blah. Okay, Revelations. Blah 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 blah. Some bullshit. Let's just say that it's some bullshit. Also, as I'm sure you'll probably notice, we're watching it in dubbed. The reason I'm watching it in dubbed is because I've heard that a lot of the characters in the show are not Japanese anyway, and the dub is good. So...
Outstanding.
Yes, his skills are truly unmatched.
The aneurysm was in such a delicate location, yet he clipped it off so effortlessly.
Indeed. Another perfect operation by the peerless Dr. Tenma.
I was finally able to observe the genius surgeon at work for myself.
No, I couldn't have done it without your help. Thank you all very much.
We don't have any more patients today. You should go rest.
Tenma, Who the fuck is this lady?
Mommy, where's Daddy? What happened to Daddy?
He's in jail! Sadness indeed. The opening? Alright. I think that's the end of the opening. Yep. Well, I already knew that this show was more of a serious show. Probably why I've never watched it, because I always probably felt that it was one of the few remaining ones that I haven't watched that I would probably like. But yeah, the opening immediately gives off a darker vibe. Definitely no modern fucking stupid ass, colorful motherfucking looking ass anime style. Chapter 1. Herder Terma. Herder. Her, Dr. Tenma. Neurosurgeon. Okay.
Wake up, sleepyhead. It's time to wake up, Dr. Tenma.
Damn.
Looks like roles have been reversed. It should be a princess like me who's awoken with a gentle kiss.
When did you get here?
I guess you did forget about our date, didn't you, Kenzo?
I'm here in Dusseldorf,
No,
where the East German trade
I didn't
commissioner who
forget.
fled to the west appeared before the press yesterday along with his family. Mr. and Mrs. Liebert appeared to be in fine spirits along with their fraternal twins. The family will remain in Dusseldorf for an unknown period of
Dusseldorf.
time before moving to a home provided by local government authorities. We'll be following this story with great interest.
Also, if my eyes close,
I feel like I'm still
then I'm most likely writing something in my notepad.
Hey, wake up! Look at the TV. They're talking about you.
Mr. Rosenbach's diagnosis showed a ruptured aneurysm in his cranial artery. The operation went smoothly, including the successful clipping of the patient's cerebral hemorrhage.
Mr. Rosenbach has quite a large following. What are his chances of a full recovery?
Yes, well, we will certainly do whatever is necessary for him to be able to sing again.
Interesting. They didn't really answer the question, did they?
Isn't that wonderful, Kenzo?
It wasn't even about me. It was all about your father.
Well, that may be true. But it's only because you did such a wonderful job last night working as part
Oh.
of Father. Soon after that, you'll become...
I'm not gonna lie. Something about this face creeps me out. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why. Maybe it's the POV. Maybe it's the POV. You know, her looking at you. POV when she looks at your cock.
Director. Which means I'll be the director's wife. You better make me happy, Kenzo, because hardship doesn't suit me.
Sleeping with your boss's daughter, what could possibly go wrong?
Blood pressure 128/64.
Spatula. I will now scrape the pyramus.
Whoa. As usual, you did a magnificent job, Dr. Tenma.
Thank you very much.
But it seems to me that your talents extend beyond the OR. Well, you're the head of neurosurgery at such a young age. You've become the golden boy for both the director and the chief of surgery. And on top of that, you've even captured the heart of the director's daughter.
What exactly are you trying to say, Doctor?
Sorry. I'm not suggesting you've done anything wrong here. After all, hospitals are ruled by politics. Come on, you do realize that you're being used by the director now, don't you, Dr. Tenma? I mean, take that amazing surgery you performed on that opera singer. He acted like he performed it himself, even holding a televised press conference. Well, if he is using you, then it must mean that you are gifted. When you do become successful, don't forget about good old Becker. I'll buy you a drink next time, eh, Tenma?
The thing is, I think I have to get used to this, but there are a lot of characters that are drawn evil looking. So, like, even this guy, he's drawn so weirdly, in a way where I think that he's a douchebag, but he might very well not be. That's the thing with the older shows, is that the art style is a little bit different. So I've been conditioned to think that whenever someone is drawn, at least like this, that they're a massive douchebag. Maybe he still is, who knows? But even Ava, the woman our main character here is dating, was drawn kind of like evil looking. And I mean, it's just probably my bias, you know, my experiences. I don't think I'm gonna write everyone's names down. I don't think that guy was a big character yet, so maybe later. I mean, she lost someone, right?
May I help you?
Are you Dr. Tenma?
I am.
Give me back my husband.
Huh?
Give me back my husband! Just tell me, why didn't you operate on my husband? husband!
Who are you?
My husband was dying and he was brought to this emergency room first! He came in long before that stupid opera singer was here! But you made him wait to be operated on! Everyone says you're supposed to be the best surgeon in this entire hospital! Why? Why?
You made him wait? Oh, that's just weird. I mean, I understand what they're going for here, but like, you know, they're trying to say that, you know, popular people and very, I guess you could say, successful and rich people get special treatment, right? But immediately I'm thinking, if this husband was brought in earlier, before the singer, right? He wasn't, like, he doesn't even know, which means he wasn't called in. Why wasn't he called in? Not to mention, like, do they only have one surgeon? And if he wasn't called in the second the husband was brought in, that tells me potentially one of two things. One, that they had someone else on the husband's surgery, or two, they didn't bring him in because they knew that the singer was injured already. Or the singer wasn't injured already, but they knew that they were going to be. Conspiracy theories. So it could be that they knew that the singer was going to be injured and then had their best surgeon on call, or that's just how it is, where, you know, the top surgeon is only called in whenever important VIP people come in. I mean, I could be wrong, obviously, but or I could be completely overthinking this, but it doesn't make sense that he wouldn't even know. The weird thing is, she said her husband was brought in first, but had to wait to be operated on, which is just weird. Like, what do you mean wait? And considering he doesn't even know who this person is, probably has no idea about the husband either, you know? It's just weird.
Why?
I remember now. I was about to start surgery on a Turkish man injured in a construction accident.
So he does know.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You shouldn't be here right now, Doctor. Get over to OR1 immediately. These are the director's orders, Doctor, so please hurry.
Why? If you had operated on him, he would have survived! Why? Bring him back to me!
And then
Interesting.
my friend and I started fighting over that dress. It was the only
I mean, do I think that he's at fault? No. Of course not, but I just kind of wish that someone would tell that woman that, hey, this guy can't be everywhere at once. Not to mention, do hospitals not have more than one surgeon? More than one neurosurgeon? You know? Like, what? Or is her argument that, oh, because he's the genius, the best surgeon, he would have survived in that case if he had operated. Like I said, he's only one person, you know?
And they had him that size. Can you believe that? But don't worry about it. Of course, it was mine in the end.
You can't tell me. You can't tell me she isn't drawn to look evil. Like, I mean, look at that. She's totally evil. Or a total bitch. One or the other.
Hey, are you listening?
Also don't like her. She seems to be a pompous
Is there
rich
something
girl.
wrong? You seem distracted.
I checked the records, and the surgeon who operated on the Turkish man was Dr. Becker.
Why are you still talking about that?
If you look back over the charts, they clearly show what happened. Becker took too long to treat that man. I don't know, but I think if I had performed the surgery on him, I might have been able to save his life.
Do we have to talk about this at dinner?
But what does she want from me anyway? I was just following orders from the director when I performed surgery on that opera singer. I'm not responsible. Well, am I?
True.
Well, of course not.
Of course not.
After all, people's lives aren't created equal.
Okay, now Okay, couple of things. First off, I wouldn't say that to this exact conversation. My opinion would be that he's only one person, you know. He did save someone. You know, fixed an injury. You know, if he operated on the Turkish man, the opera singer might have died. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how severe the injury was, but it seemed pretty bad. Point is, you can only save one person. Now, do I think that not all people are born equal? Yes. I actually agree with what she said. I don't agree with her saying this in this specific instance, but what she did say, that people are not equal, I agree with. Like Charles E. Britannia once said,
"All men are not created equal. Some are born swifter of foot, some with greater beauty, some are born into poverty, and others born sick and feeble, both in birth and in upbringing. In sheer scope of ability, every human is inherently different."
And I agree. Okay, he's having a mental breakdown. I'm telling you. You see? They're drawn evil.
Bring him back! Give me back my husband! Bring him back!
The house?
Yes. One of the neighbors called in.
How many shots were fired?
5 or 6, sir.
Who lives in this house?
Well, it seems to be the residents of the Liebert family who recently fled here from East Germany.
Huh. This is gonna turn into a big mess.
Shit.
This is bad.
What happened here?
Maybe you spread out and searched premises?
Someone's there!
It's a mannequin. Or not?
There appears to be one survivor, a girl. A man and a woman are dead. A boy is in critical condition. I repeat, one boy is in critical condition.
A bullet to the head? Is that boy the only patient?
Yes, his parents were DOA. It seems to have been a robbery.
All right then. I'm about 5 minutes out. I should be there shortly.
The daughter... Everyone else was injured except her. What can we glean from this? First off, the parents were killed. The boy is still alive. If this was professional work, which maybe it wasn't, considering the amount of blood and how messy it was, but if it was like kind of a professional work, there's no way they would leave the kids alive. He said shot to the head, right? Interesting. Why shoot the boy but not the girl? Why is the girl just standing over the boy? There was also the window. Bear in mind. If you go back here, right? The glass is broken behind her. The boy was shot to the head, apparently. So maybe a bullet from the outside? The woman is on the ground, dead. Where is he shot into? The head? Okay, yeah, shot to the head, I guess. Maybe they were both shot to the head, but they're already inside. They're not at the door. Which means whoever got here must have gotten to the inside of the house. Shot them. Because they did say gunshots, right? The boy is also shot in the head. And then the window is broken behind the girl. I wish I had more information to go off of, but why would the perpetrator leave the girl alive? Doesn't make much sense. It could also be that the girl was the perpetrator, but she seems too innocent.
Evening, Dr. Heinemann. I'm terribly sorry for keeping your precious daughter out so late.
What are you talking about, Tenma? It's all right, Ava is your fiancée, isn't she? Now, what are we all doing standing here? Come in, have some tea. I want to talk to you about your current research on cerebrovascular spasms and subarachnoid hemorrhages.
Oh, good. I've been creating a model of a subarachnoid hemorrhage in a dog.
I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to cancel the project.
But, sir...
I have been asked to speak at the next European Medical Convention, and of course that means preparing a sharp presentation. That's why I want to have you compile my manuscript.
Well, Sir, my research is very close to being completed. I'm almost finished.
By the way, Ava, did I tell you what happened earlier today?
No, Father, you didn't. What happened?
A suspicious group of civilians forced their way into the hospital. They were protesting the operation we performed on the opera singer. They claimed we pushed back the case of a Turkish man who'd arrived at the ER first. They got the whole thing wrong. That's not how it happened. That Turkish man was operated on first. There was not a thing wrong with our procedures. Right, Tenma?
Yes, sir.
Apparently, they think we're some kind of charity or something. Our priority is to progress as medical scholars before we save lives. Don't you agree?
Is that how it works? Last time I checked, medical professionals take an oath to save lives or something? I don't exactly know. I don't know what the exact oath is, but I'm pretty sure it's lives over research. But I could be wrong. I mean, obviously they're trying to make it seem like this guy's a douchebag and stuff like that, but like if you think about things from his point of view, right? He wants the young professional who is also the fiance of his daughter, as he said, like do the manuscript for him or something. He clearly doesn't view this research that he's got going. The chairman, or soon-to-be chairman, is trying to have him like work for him and kind of like, you know, get him in the family more. At least that's how I see things. But obviously, you know, if someone tells you, hey, we're pulling the budget from your research, it's like, you know, I've been working on this for years. Like, how could you do this, right? But at the same time, he's canceling the project, but you can always continue it later. I don't really know how these things work, but I feel like this could be like a temporary stop to your research. I mean, obviously they're trying to make him look evil, right? I'm not just crazy, right?
I have great expectations of you, Dr. Tenma.
I appreciate that, sir.
Oh, for a second I thought he was gonna be the next Doctor Strange.
How's he holding up?
Blood pressure 72/50. His pulse is at 137.
The bullet entered through his forehead. We need x-rays immediately.
Yes, doctor.
Oh, Dr. Tenma.
Who's this?
She's the twin sister of the little boy we just brought in.
Any injuries?
No, but she seems to have sustained a serious psychological shock.
Yes, what is it?
Kill?
Dr. Tenma?
The fact that she's unharmed, I don't know what to make of this. Like, there's obviously more to it. There's no way whoever shot the parents and then the boy, there's no way you would leave the girl unharmed. Because it's not like he was there and then was chased away by the police, right? He left, or whoever was there, he left the girl unharmed for some reason. Maybe it was like, maybe he forced the girl to shoot the boy, forced the sister to shoot the brother, and then she gets to live. Maybe that's the deal?
The boy's x-rays and CT scans are ready.
I understand. I'll be there shortly.
It entered the front of the head and stopped deep in the center of the brain.
Yes.
This one is definitely going to be difficult. The bullet is touching the left side of the middle cerebral artery. Here.
Will you look at that? Dr. Tenma is absolutely right. This one won't be easy.
If you jostle the bullet even the slightest bit, then the artery could rupture and cause a massive hemorrhage.
Hey, sorry I'm late.
Dr. Becker, we're supposed to be on duty. I don't understand how you could be so late.
We'll do a full frontal craniotomy and remove the bone fragments and contaminated brain matter. Then we'll remove the bullet very carefully, and lastly repair the arterial wall. But with a little hard work and some luck, I'm certain that we can pull it off.
I'm guessing the boy's gonna die.
80,
I'm guessing something's gonna go wrong, and then he's gonna die.
Just taking effect.
Oh, there you are, Doctor.
Yes?
You shouldn't be here. You're needed in operating
Again?
room 1 immediately. It's critically urgent. Mayor Rodecker has suffered a cerebral blood clot.
What does that mean? Is this life-threatening? Okay, now, I mean, they're obviously doing it again, right? Just to reinforce the idea that this is some bullshit. But I feel like they could have done it a little bit differently. I don't know.
Transported here by helicopter. They're scheduled to arrive in 10 minutes.
Then I think the best thing is to contact Dr. Boyer.
There's a chance
Exactly.
his carotid artery is blocked. If that's the case, we want you to operate on him.
But sir, I can't do that. I was just about to begin surgery on that young boy.
Here. It's an order from the director.
Take care of the mayor, will you? I've contacted Dr. Eisen and Dr. Boyer. It'll be good to have that extra support in case you need it.
But Dr. Heinemann, I was about to start another operation right now.
Forget it. Just let Dr. Becker take over that one.
With all due respect, sir, the patient I am about to operate on has a bullet up against his left middle cerebral artery, and it could turn into a very complex surgery. But I am confident I can save him, Director. So I'm going to let Dr. Boyer take care of the mayor. I'm the only one who can perform this surgery on that boy.
Tenma, I'm expecting you to do everything in your power to save the mayor.
You need to understand something very important. In the next review of medical facilities, the mayor has promised our hospital a very generous increase in funds.
We can't have him die just yet. Do you understand?
I'm expecting you will do this. I'm counting on you, Dr. Tenma.
Like, they're making it seem very bad. And it is, I'm sure. But honestly, that's kind of the reality, you know? If you think about it, the medical practice, the hospitals, you know, there's a reason why in America, apparently, a ambulance ride to the hospital is like $5,000, right? The medical practice is so expensive that a lot of hospitals, at least from what little I've gathered from, well, over the years, you know, what little I've heard, a lot of hospitals do want more money, want more budget, and saving rich people who would offer, you know, who contribute to their budget is the priority. Now, I don't know if it happens this often. I mean, they're definitely making it seem like Tenma here is like the only one who can save these people. And maybe that's true, but my thought process is, why can't the other surgeons do the same job? In this case, logically, you would put the one person that can save the boy to operate on the boy, and then have someone else operate on the mayor, because someone else can help the mayor. 70-30 kind of thing, or maybe even 80-20. With Tenma on the boy's case, the boy has 20% chance to live, but the mayor has 80% chance to live. With Tenma on the mayor's case, the mayor has 100% chance to live, but the boy has 0% chance to live, right? So it's 100 and 0 or 80-20, or at least that's the type of scenario we're at. But I mean, yeah, you gotta follow orders. As long as you're doing the job.
Doctor.
After the CT scans are done, do the angiogram.
We need to confirm where the artery is blocked. About time to get ready, Dr. Tenma.
Yeah, we're all counting on those brilliant skills of yours.
Apparently, they think we're some kind of charity or something. Our priority is to progress as medical scholars before we save lives. Tenma, don't you agree?
But what does she want from me anyway? I was just following orders from the director when I performed surgery on that opera singer. I'm not responsible. Well, am I?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I think he's the type of person who's gonna operate on the child anyway and then get fired. Or something.
After all, people's lives aren't created equal.
Is something the matter, Dr. Tenma?
I have
a hard on.
I have a surgery to perform in the other room.
Hey, where are you going, Dr. Tenma?
But this is an order from the director.
The mayor is having a CT scan done on him now. Doctors, please report to the reading room.
On my way. Dr. Tenma!
Dr. Tenma!
You know what I'm hoping is gonna happen? He saves the boy, but the mayor dies. Right? And then he gets fired. That way, it's understandable. And then it's more of a question of, hey, if you operated on the mayor, he would have lived. Probably. And the boy would have died. So it's like, regardless of who you choose, one of them is gonna die. And one of them is gonna live. In the end, you can't save everyone.
I'll save you. No matter what.
Or, or, you know, the boy dies and the mayor also dies. In which case, yike. Or even worse, they sabotage the kid's surgery to get it over with quickly so Tenma can go operate on the mayor. Now that would be fucking scummy. First episode done. They've definitely gone the kind of slow route because they do have like 70-something episodes, right? Which means that finally we'll have a show that actually fleshes things out. They gave us a lot of relationships that Tenma's in. You know, we have Ava, the daughter of the soon-to-be chairman, the boss, I guess, the director. Ava seems to be, well, a bitch. Let's be honest here. She's a bitch. She's a rich bitch, okay? They also made this Dr. Beckett? Dr. Bitch? Dr. Becker? Seem incompetent? Not a fan, you know, like... He's probably also a neurosurgeon, so I mean, don't do my man Dr. Becker like this. And then they introduced the whole dilemma of who do you save, right? Are you allowed to prioritize other people over some people over other people? Is it morally acceptable for a hospital to prioritize someone over someone else? Then we had this this crime scene. The mother and father were both shot in the head. The kid was also shot in the head, but the child was not, and the daughter was not. And she keeps saying, kill them all. As you command, my lord, I will. Kill them all. Do not worry, my lord. My lord Jesus. The boy was shot to the head. I'm guessing it's a miracle that he survived. I doubt you can, like, aim the shot to the head without hitting a vital organ or something. You know, like, there's no way you would think that someone would survive with a bullet to the head, right? So I'm guessing the boy was supposed to be killed as well. But the fact is that the daughter, the girl, is still alive. Why? And unharmed. That's the biggest mystery here. They definitely make the director seem like a total scumbag, but... You know, it's a businessman, probably has a lot of things going on. I'm sure, you know, they're trying to give us the moral lesson of everyone's lives are equal, right? But let's face it here, they're not. Not everyone's lives are equal. But I suppose, yeah, he decides to save the boy anyway. Basically showing that our main character, Tenma, has a moral compass. That was episode 1 of Monster. Definitely a very good setup episode. I would like to think, I'm like 95% sure that Tenma is not gonna continue dating that woman. There's no way they draw the main love interest like that. I'm just sorry. I'm just saying that there's no way, right? Definitely very interesting so far. No high school bullshit, no anime comedy, no bullshit. No horse dung. No doo-doo, okay? It's great. It's fucking great. So far, anyway. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in episode 2.